money 60 billion. Now 57 billion no what you be October ending. Let's think 44.9 billion. So which of October ending no 45.1. Which is bro this October the end so by 57 so by about 200 million.
Okay.
In 2 years I just say got in now so it's 200 billion I come out you say I don't know what do you think
if I try me to papa
what is 20 billion yes the target you know you can say 67 per man media also October bring.
Oh, not just as a see, and wanted to toss by the end of the year. No, it is positive. Some 57 no crab.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, send here to see I'm going to say this slide is
TV on your TV digital box.
Say yes, I think that gets it. And we say buying mono expenditure now after school. A son in many macro in the same time to review. And you know. Yeah, but say Bomadi and communities are targets, no.
Okay. 2022 budget. Ushema, buying expenditure in the BBR no is looking for about 128 billion. Target Ben buying the amamo.
Yeah, for the 128 billion, the non-oil tax revenue, which is washing Ghana revenue for, just education. 80 billion. And I buy their money. If you find 80 billion, now the two financial year 57 now. You see the so a fee. Between that negotiated billion, I just say about between 33% to 40%. So for the 57 years, say a 40% increase. For the 60 years, say about 33% increase between this year and the next year.
Okay.
In the after 120 billion, 80 billion, and I have free Ghana Revenue Authority. I know the reference to the non-oil tax.
That's right. Now, Mami Musao, tour Bebrea, Mujije, Yana de Biawa, among for Cassa loopholes, any certain things via leakages. The idea is saying a damo is so said the Beya. Move to me, I block those leakages now. Do ha Motimania target in the crowd, bro. So, Sansa, I buy here ska.
And many can I say, but tearful so, but as I said, the summer that one is fair, near or my boy, I fear air query. Now, be a number to say, the target me a person yes, and now, and everything comes off and say, you're quite a little. Didn't can know yet here going to compliance, can't go to compliance. So, also, we are sunny minister yet in Okaya. Saying, I bet you. To be able to have function as in saying, Chevy, Eddie, Abuabua, every kind of political compliance. And efficiently, no, young say, yes, that is Ghana Cardia, Yakase, if you are a Cardia, the potential. Now, Ghana for 15 million, now married Ghana Cardinal, a most 3 million, and now it's your tax. And you, if you manage to say, I cut 12 million. Almost the Catholic tax, you don't just ask it. Who also know your tia, PAY, but on file it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you in every month, we have just million over. Almost file any returns via or probably also to tax and not to jump completely. I'm not so cheap. The sound of one, if you want not a more 3 million, you find that it's 12 million. 12 million, you come 3 million. Only low income people are not 35 pounds or more. A qualify once with your income tax. You want film, but you have to. But you want film. You want to 9 million. 9 million in year, and we are other middle income or high income. I also say, and almost 5 tax almost each year. And so we are almost 5 tax each year. These are 9 million. We are teaching in moment free Ashanti region. When you want free data carriage in the almost cheap because in the database, you know, be your telephone number or CA by the Ghana Post
GPS address system.
Address system, no. You know, maybe you show me now so at the offices, no. Office na target. From the code, no, now more addicted, more about if I don't go so necessarily static. It will be very intensifying from this time on. I could see what I said would be a better compliance. If you look at the number of professionals, database, no, only professionals, only a very high income earning people, 147,000 almost 50,000 almost here. I won't file it. Woman in answer, show me. In the moment, it's a circle. In the moment, it's the going, come to my Nina, your database. That's one first element that you need to ensure that. And they ask by a simple your idea of how much money you can get from all of them. They are around 8 billion free with me now, so we are very compliant.
Okay.
They're not hard.
Robert and Mr. Dai, what that Roma, I mean, we say, then a ma asante mantem. Meaning, sir, a jadi Kessia Koso one kind of asante mantem. Dear Nama Huntia, Asante region, a 2 to a beto jano, percentage of a jadi phone in the pair who theatre on our form. Dear Nama Hun.
Because so any sentence in Panya you go a bit. You say you are high grade, you may be trying to down will be highway, the Sasra, Yamin Panamoha, Gialli body in our house.
Oh, okay.
The Sasra, office Nawahano, you know, I did someone, I be someone, and Yamaya Koa, Munafi, the Koya Nufa. Yes, I do one kind. I am kind of office with the I have visited the and if you have a class war, essentially. And you know, if you know, the person is standing my name, yeah, you're quite a bit near fast up and mine almost so near contribute to know if you're going to do 10 years. This I be the main cancer, you show a new minimum, but you could show a year, near your client near fast up.
Yo, I the four more call a class so to ho. Almost just said a near my almost bano, a baby, mono say be a na car be our boa moje. We see a few for no more free homa. Emma, baby, no de car no, two also mutiano mudi real money adeno. Emma binding yato said your bay. Minim say the abetu and him san say almost so much from crata baby about say. A dear Namona mutu or who said the bay, almost especially hope side of Bodano, drew on ma car no mocofania mabano. I said, one of Shasso or Homo Mochro Mododo, no more the other two in him.
Now, you say, something you know, now the Shumka, yet the parts for and I might sign actually at the sign, you know. If you say, Castle Remuno. The Oshe yeah, you cannot according to value, not according to value at the end of the first war. But we never have to say if you had any good view. You share sex and here, and I tell you, turn it. You find a now to who could be a shame, now to who said, your original professor at the end of the proposal. Now you can get to see you. Yea, oh, yeah, no, Yama, that. If you question about the Italian, say, I didn't know your men now as soon as I buy the bottle. Yeah, they bought by I'm not soon. You don't say, name funds are bad because I said I cannot buy that punishment. And with the punishment, you know, men judge him that says, yeah, soon by the Marco Cool, soon by the Mark. If you know, you share one who said, I will say if I say to me the court in that one so James he became my notice like I say Muslim and Senchi eventually I say I find out withdrawn she eventually say around June and July the rest and sign exam in the first Omanhene Yaw say my name I am also him one who near the value so which affected near the account now it's not here.
Almost let's say Bassa no so ma bebre no so evade taxes are emwa kane no na omo ye ne saa no na omo tua to no yi pa wadwene ma so saa so
hwehwe mu saa na so ye hunu saa sɛ ne omo ɛka no nia omo ka mo nso sɛ sɛ bi a ne saa no so bia na nkɔfo ɛfa so ɛde gye me fi wɔ nkyɛn a ɛsɛ sɛ wɔgye ɛno nso sɛ me kan to gya me de gyina wɔ opportunity so kan to gya sɛ yɛ pɛ sɛ yɛsɛ amanfo yɛre yɛ pɛ sɛ yɛbɔ mmɔden a sɛ ɛde nokora bi ɛne ɛbɛyɛ adwuma no gyama ko so mmɔ yɛ sɛ wohu biara ɔsisi wɔ abɔ apo anaasɛ ɔgyegye hwɛ bi a ɛnsɛ sɛ ɔgye anaasɛ obi aba wo nkyɛn ɔbɛka kyɛ sɛ sɛ wotua mpimu du nso na bi a nokora sɛ sɛ wotua bi a mmiɛnsa maka sɛ mamewei nam sɛ meyɛ wei ma wo yɛasi ase a yɛade bɛta ate number yɛmfrɛ number no na yɛmfa saa complain no man complain no si yɛ nkyɛn a nyaa bɛboa adi akyire na mekusi sɛ mpako no nkota bubu a ɛsɛ yɛbɔ mu yɛne na adi nhyɛ no kyɛ nti ma yɛnya saa amosoɔ no na yɛnyina mbɔ mu yiw
okay finally benchmark value mode krata ba abɔnten sɛ moyɛ afiri hɔ utie adwadifo a wɔn se ɛmɛma nneɛma boa yɛ den dodo utie AGI fo a wɔn se ɛbɛboa ma wɔn so atɔn mo nneɛma na nneɛma na ɛba abɔnten no kra no ama mote so no kra no wɔn kɔfa nneɛma no ba no wɔn ante ɛboɔ no so sɛsie a mode bɛyi me nyinaa nso so obi aka covid yi sɛ nneɛma boɔ bɛyɛ dena wɔn se wɔn ntumi ɛntumu antɔma wɔn a yɛkɔtɔ sanse a lot of people who disposable income swati. Eti we no ye ne say GRA pesca de na nso so na say eto no mu giwi ana Ghana for so ho be kire. Sa no mo pa kire.
That's senior Bema. We say ye can fa the chicken family division. But them say she in terms of the broader I'm kind of broader to say she in the Kessben ɛfa yɛ man dwumadie yɛn sikasɛm yɛn industry sɛm nyinaa ho nyinaa nim sɛ ma yɛ 2019 yɛde saa adeɛ ba yi hata na asoma gapa no so ban so ahyɛ nneɛma some of the flagship projects sɛ planting for food and jobs and really for jobs
for exports.
Yes, for export, for export and development and rural development. Yeah. Now you know which is an aba, which is akoso for some time. And now I use quite a number of resources. And see now some of these products you have affected some of these industries. And yet a ton of one year, we are shape overall take the bois on this rural development. You have some of these industries. Maybe go from the activities and a right for a complaining. And a palm oil for complaining, and then yet it is that. If you see a stuff from that point, if you see them, they can say, because I'm say, and yes, this can't not feel in our soup. When I feel see a fat near mana, selection, even though the finalists will come out, we say, 32, the 37, say around 40, but they have that number out. Now, near mana, selection. The value in terms of the import value, Afia. Now the total import value of Myanmar about free now one. So the chair says that is 11% of the things that are imported, per and in review.
Okay.
The remaining 89% have not been reviewed. Are not going to be reviewed. It is the canon and the I yes, I ask that, and yet, no council, and 11%. That's number one. I see a sentence.
Okay.
It's an outcry, you know. You have moved here, you know, say, this country and so much case on Omanhene. This is the kind of sending out back in the corporate year. So, yeah, the fact could be a difference on Omanhene, the price in the increase by 10-30%. And you say, I mean, the value now. Apply. Yeah, value, yeah, 50% discount, 50% discount, depending on the item.
Okay.
Now, the mother can be apply the tax. So the effective friends impact no and 30%. I can you can see the minimum cost 30%. You know, say a channel so.
Okay.
30%.
Okay.
We are talking about the value going down by taking off the 30%. Let's say not in what calculate tax nakasa. So our value.
Okay.
The impact mathematically no 30%.
Okay.
And some say the kind can say near my importing nane, you can do back and we have to say discount policy on it, and then your money.
Reverend Abishada Medasiano pay.
You must have my papa, but I don't know if you want to ask no now. So,
okay, we will definitely have another time. Mami Emma, Mr. John, Ewa Achiema Nakwa. Mr. Ewa me watching.
Yeah, you can say, yeah.
Wadama, Facha me se me ojina so check akra why?
Yeah.
Fachempa. Okay. Ghana hanum nyina Association of Banks nyina no omo pani na anope ya frɛ no. E-levy ekwan ben so na ebia mo so so ebe ha mo. Esanse a lot of the bank transactions abeye for quantimpon ya momo mu yebi transfer of money to bank, transfer from banks no adi. With this percentage I will cost 1.75 no. Kwan ben so na mo so be ha mo.
You would say ade ba ko a wo say nyina ti ase ni say sa 1.75 levy no enye a levy on the banks or the telcos.
Okay.
A levy on any a use sa channels no e dey financial services transaction say e dey be mumu and I say be transfer e dey kupia supply and na be offshore and even locally all transfers are done electronically. And to that extent, a tax on individuals and businesses are be used to our facilities. Now, you will promote to say there be a few way a greater part of this year. As my cost of doing business, the cost of banking transactions, to the extent say we additional layer of cost. Of course, it will add to the cost build-up. So, person will transfer as a first. Now, bank be charge you swift transfer fee of $25. It's about $25 plus 1.75 of amount be a person will transfer piano. And then the baby, and banks need a collection point or collection agent for GRA. Now, incidence of tax in Ankasa individual.
It will be borne by the individual or by a transaction.
Correct.
Oi. Easy. Now, Eba say, doesn't it also affect the transaction, the amount of transaction I was saying Nipan Bay? Because Ebia can in 1.75% of the 25 no new ha. Ebia can Nipan Eba Bay. But originally also why be a doesn't it also affect your income?
Yeah, the first and foremost, the convenience digital transformation at the Abano. Being sure say 1.75% charge on say transfer is sufficient say a better wipe away the convenience.
Okay.
Now who enjoy so to fear in say car now credit can now go the traffic now this can go bank transfer and I say that convenience and the risk has been taken off. And I'm not sure say tax we say is sufficient to erode it completely. Secondly, say one file would transfer now for banker and if one would differ.
Wow.
At the end of the day, imagine there and say as citizens, they say or say they are going to say a day na ye this taxi aircoye. A point by na ye bet me first so yen policemen and women on this tax. They say ye the youth job creation, youth employment, road infrastructure, procurement of public transport. You be who say you discussing ekoye say dwumadie we a say sika na ebekwa koye say dwumadie no. Na Ghana abribia no ye kura ye kasa yie pa. Na abribia execution a problem for us. And it's very easy for us to take our eyes off the ball. And here the media for number one. You hear me say yes politician be any constituency chairman be another obiako budget discussion when you be yefrio mako for no aba na sa asem we say no say ye be di akire na ye ne finance minister betina say na wa kire say 10% ebeko youth employment say youth employment no say any say na ye be ye say ni ekwan be for so ye be account for every penny urban na say ye we nyina wie dia me mum dia me nko ade Krobia no one more developer or Bosia and the developer. Krobia no a nipane o cronimuno and a tria taxes and omudia crony. Now the difference between Ghana and other countries in say I had no money tax no do one can contain it year general and you know and Tina Quambella you bet me so contain only iron concrete. Said ye beya a gumua a big ginam na de pesa ye de ye no na ye de aye eti kamedie mama yenyi ye ninko de ye pesa ye disika ne ye no so na ye hwe kwan be ne be fa ye betimi abɔ ho ban
opani nyamisha na odwene oman no ho na megidi se ye so be fa na supem na ye di ho dwuma se de beya ye bedi na yeso you are protecting the public purse. Thanks so much for this morning. Okay. Derek wo Kaswa Tobut. Derek had to say
Omanhene Majoso.
Upie Kaswa Tobut. Yeah, Jiska ho. Anasa cast ni Chabuawa. One I turn the also and want some to say.
Omanhene Medase. The Osha Kaswa Tobut, or Miss Macase Tobut or Ghana Yanano. And only Tobut are a busy pa, another traffic is in the H. This one's already Padua, a free central region, and answer Monte Kaswa and Patamua, and yet at the Ketua. And I wish a dreadful for and so I did die or Hononso and also any at the Ketua. Na ene udu anopaya best hono dodo no a etwam no driver for no bebre enim se to no kwaye jai etwa nti obi o duru ho no wayi ne nsa na emu omanfo a etwa so butu ne obia eni ho se the minister e kan se ankobehwe na nka posifo agigina ho no ma direct no ba ho a no bibisa edi ho nti omanfo no a omunnim no duru no wayi ska na ebia ye nsentofo ni nipa e gina ho na ka se twam oba kaso a by this time no traffic a wo no if you to go to ho it me kwa ekusi e galleria a chese e ho no ana chese ya na e we say
traffic in term no na na no pay to say
na no pay the musa na ni nyina nso asaba be gina e kasoa e SCC e de ko shopping mall ho no e ne traffic ba be gina me san say e ho de ne de ni nyina ate e san so obi en ho na wo ba ha adwadufo no a ka de no na omu nyina esu se na na do ade omu hwamo e san say no mo ma pa ko fa se omu e beton ene ade no omu susu sanke bi anke be mo mboso mi miru bi ana se bronya ye be di awie ansa na omu atini aton ana no ma na wie na nka ye twa to num nanso me no ka say de ni nyina mu no ana sa mo tu ba ha omu esu ene ade a chese omu kire mu a omu ani abre epa e nyina na do ade omu hwamo e san say omu susu se ebinum so omu ye kunafo eno anu me hwe omu ma ene ade nyina chese njade a ba ha de omu si ye no arewo epa eyi do man so bi sa Kaswa Tobut dia me no ka say de nyade ya discount ho
na just say e was STC ho no so omu hwe ho ye pa o
eno na chese e say e be pa ye so all Africa e wo IFCC ha e kwa e go do eye weta enye traffic to a na bi wo Tobut a na nka e ka ho na ema ha ni nyina dam se ni nyina na yesu ni nyina aba be gina ho a chese traffic no enye traffic to akwa e wo ahase.
Okay, Derek Buffy, our reporter, and out in Kano. Saudi with the Abua, Kumasi Hoyade, Abuaso, Tonso, and Cranquano so,
and Cranquano so more Baku Puk, friends, Poby Mine, and Ahayadi, no more Bacoso so. Between him Coco
and Yababi drew a Jasua say
Konongu Jason, the no more yefru. Okay, hold your more yefru, my friend, no Kubase, the no more yefru. No more names to your class to Tabre, them so dear Tabre, them
between Sefi Awasu and Sefi Asampane. Omde Tobut bia be sha wenya 2 years. Sen ko omde be generate revenue dia aboakuru no. Na se de eno nko ane ne fe no.
Se no mosi asi no
ne fra no. Omu tie omu la ah woni mi aba. Ye nim kwa baba zo mati omu ka.
Omo so nim kwa no so.
Now let's speak to Mr. Farid Deborah.
Okay.
On the chairman, Disabled Council. Mr. Deborah, me watching.
Mr. Yaw Farid Deborah.
Mr. Deborah. Hello, Mr. Farid Deborah. Now, I'm to say. Me want you pa. Edra some year buy. I buy a tobu to every ho. Mami Musa. Monkrofo bebre omushe mukoya se. Aban no tu sa na mo no e ma omo anya kwanya koye adwuma. Eno an ye te ye ne se aban ne se they will be reassigned. Anya bia consultation as stakeholders e koso ansa na aban no. And I said this came as a shock to you.
Okay. Me da wasene nkita ho ani mi di wasen wen. Ne tie me se nkita ho de ebia ma by unexpected and I say ye na so na aba beto ho no mo na mo na ye nyina se ni se na nkomodie bi kokoso even drivers cry na a day
I suggestion ne by
the by ni ade nti na che se ade ana say we obi a we advocate na che se wadwen ekeka ko ho no mo. But now, in him say a bit me immediately. So because you see, no, Nanka already budget we no. Nanka in him say ABR after a parliament approve BBA. But then when I no pay say as a minister no the directives be about say remove or to boost in here.
I shall see from 12 a.m.
And only the biggest problem is almost Jumano. Now, in Shabben, immediately because budget, and the finance minister can say they will be reassigned. It's a almost signed the almost actor, baby, Ashe. And also say ABS, you start Pudubina, Ebana, Bebois.
But even the budget, in the budget, the minister said it will take effect immediately. The budget is approved. Now appropriation, but
so and no any problem because since between now and the time I be approval budget now how are they going to survive? And only advocacy, as I say, and I'm the disability organizations, immediately now, I say any government at the SSS, so it's unfair. So, now, Ama or proceed the bank, and yes, I reassignment, and I say support from you starting with me, Abba. And only issues is immediately, and I said disability organizations and any government to do and Hong Kong.
All right, Mr. Farid Deborah Medasi. Okay, it's almost 8 o'clock. Now, you say, I'm scientific. By this time, what's not saying into Chinkomona? Oh my, no. Ali, my own watch your idea back with me. Quickly, Mammy Till. Now, I say, you are Yako and Fire Code Jasso. I mean, till Yabo Masoka Kana Yakoso. Quickly, Nico Jasso.
Yet, for this year, Yema, your chief information. You educate your entertaining. Me how ba kwa da bia me tena femi so a me takapa kwana ye ma menom efaso pa aduane bread ufi swame ba swamra na ba oto a aduane nti kwa me faso fidi nti ahomache no mu gina kwam didwa da bia ye kase be ya nka o mu fi kwam na ka ntwa fa o so enti se traffic chia no mo create market artificial market o ma yesi wan reyi wo ye leader no one ye resolute say Alibaba mami kanim na de waye nenye na wo do me a wo be fi say wo boa me so na wo ha me kwan bi so
okay
enti nyame nchade genuinely naturally a man o mu jan kwan mu a ye mpese ka betwa fo mo so no enne decision ya aban na take no eyi o mafiri o mo nyintum enna me ka che wo se ohene adura enwu no na san yare
yeah
obi be ka san na no aduane abom na so nkwa no ho hia e che wano aduane enti we de enya aban bi na apam obi afiri baabi obi ho chiro nipa dodo kura sign na sabi omo make money wo ho e na dodo sign e na make money a afento omo e wo sa kwan na so
okay
and now beko e da se bo obedidi na so nkwan won hwere it be say man say they should go back to the market edwa no wo ho omo nti na ma edwa dodo na adam pan
but odi
abaya boka SCC mbake samaye yenko all because ye gina kwan ho enne card enyina etinu yen stop say apportion blames on aban no wo bobra na nsi wi a wo de kohye obi a anyakopon ne onya adwen go back to the market so mkotena wa na ye pade na to a ye beba ho abeto number 2 disabled no so asema american ye me say won say disabled dodo sen e na wo ti tobuta no tobu dodo sen na wo mayin tobu dodo sen na wo mayin na disabled dodo sen na ye wo say 100% kura me sure say 5% kura tete obusa no
yeah
dodo no a tete kwan ho srade it is say e gina so nya ka say disabled no nti yen san fa de no ko a Omanhene e ho so I meaningless
yeah
but what you say eti aban so kura ka say obema omu adwuma bi aya e ho so yen hwe ni pa Omanhene e ho no ke maybe breaking story bi oba bi frey wo so we bubu ani na wote ntonso abo ato tobuto na leadership se sign leadership say ya oba bi be take over no na oba na yi ni free ho
yeah
no yi ni free ho so wan fa disabled ametena ho okofa obi a able ne hu ba bi anteach man no able no den betena ho ye story we kan wasem kan na nyini interest into up to now oba nda so tifi enti sabi omo tibia no ya me eto me anka mempe
na mom
nanso
Omanhene nyina mpuntu
nti nsem se wo kan wan hwa no yie na wan kan si a obi kura beji wa no asibone eti ye besre oman no nchichire ani mpuntu a decision na aban na take no dodo no a bi kura na won so unua bi oba bi de aduane brew wo ye de sebu a wotifie unua de sebu ba kote ho wono so ama traffic a che aduane do ba na won so aku
yeah
like that side ye tie de aban na kre be fa
John Kuma church ne mem to be frank now say momo tax na kwa ono na amo ate ase wo did na akasa
unse momo adewi no ye nia ababeto etirimu an se de okwa akosende momo a ye bete so yesika kakra ye sende no benne honorable John Kuma MP for ejoso amaye hunu se mobile money ne kra no enye ye hiafo no na omo target we yenso esikafo no a otumi sende 20 million ekomo obi send 30 million, send 50 million, 100 million, man for no. Omum de yo main target. Ye ya for no a ebi amma mi ogri e won ton so mi twa ne 100 and no pay 100 Ghana no wo mun take in free so.
Just say every year you be at 1.75. What it means is say every 1,000 Ghana cedis. You better 17.
You better 17 cedis. Me sa 1,000 no. Me nya mum na masende.
And
wakoti nti me de ne 100 ne 50 20 10 I me send
this 100 cry 1.7
yes and
1.75
so and 1,000 Ghana say ebia influence so de dabia obe send 100 Ghana cedis ama me 30 days no 3,000 Ghana cedis wo 3,000 Ghana cedis no and wo the month and send wo na je say wo no wo ye below omo no eyin nti wo de
yentel
1.7 tax 1.7
from 1,000 Ghana at a go
good
and you till 1.7
e dey bia be say dey bia be 200 300 500 no ha mo de say me eskafo so hu enti mo na ye target mo but akonta sa e levy ade the way to go say we are singing na dwene akwa covid yakopon ya adom e ba ye die dwa wo internet akonta nse nyame amakwan ensi nyame na makwan ma ne siye ti nyame adom e ba ye die dwa nyina wo internet so say baby awiase nyina de ani akere e-banking
your friends say e-commerce everything is e
na say akonta ban a wo say what the e aba digitalization of our economy na say untumi nyeto e wo hono makonta he wo de try say wako bank o sende ebia sika o transfer sika every wo account mu the transfer sika e de free me account mu e de ama Alibaba me ni sika na ebia me yegu bag mu na me de akwa Alibaba fie de akwa komando bank ona me jira bo okra me nko bank
I don't go to the
bank app e wo me phone so
the MTN app or the banking app no Ecobank why
banks no
unya bo no abo
amount
100 million transfer then you pan alert when 100 million no
yes
no so transfer to an account
yes
it's those transactions
and the taxes our transactions no and the taxes and we are seeing now so kwan ne enam so abaya also what digitalize also or digitize your economy no so what digitize the economy ne say sabi adwene ama
o minimize keta
so
yes
adwene ama no wanya digital ne so mfa so say or taxi a na ne yekoya na se ba nti say
moreover asem no aye kan say aban no one target ehiafo
kra
o say o man mu say statistical department me hu say 30,000
30.8 million
emu 2,364,348 and any pa omumum ensam obi omusa dodo no a ye de hawo egusan krofo so omo ye kakra bi omo nsam obi
these people are the taxpayers carrying 30.8 eti nipa be 27 million
ye mum ye gu
momentary so 2 point something no me ka ho because so me so ye to yeah, na yeah, the burden of the 27 million.
So.
And I said, "Sebi, omo nhyɛ dan kom ma omo ntɛn."
Yeah, was it me expanded the tax net?
Yes.
No, BR.
Yes. Now when nhyɛ dan ni sika bi ho nhyɛ dan henhan ɛwɔ abrabɔ mu a ɛnyɛ wo asɛm ne yɛka.
Member obi me kan kyerɛ sɛ na wonyina hiafo ɛna
hiafo sebi o.
Yes, sir, e-levy akonta. And moreover, there back home, you complain pa. Say, your taxes are you to and you who say, and you for no moment to your more sika for. Yami Adam, yes, a quack of e-levy aba, e-1 80. Na me say me 2,000 I may send it direct to me. Big man in the Sunday says he can't man.
That's how it's can oh, okay, be obedient me and or 2K mammy or so mine will be mammy from my boy.
I don't be a shell be a woman, you shall be 05. You shall be your masker. Until last year, she had net. Acquisition, your bedroom. That's good. What's Yamisha? Miana, me for Miana.
And I don't pay me one, Mamma, men no more. One would dija, I was out to boat. Way, Yanny, Jelly for your pursuit. Way, and yes, some any day. Na ya kra no aye didwa kra wo hodo kra no ye nye comfortable o man aya hwe sede ka na ekọ na amafod wisika adwane wo ton plantain chips wo ka plantain mi pa bi wo yi ma nipa na one city ode ba no wo de adwane ko wa boka ena ahopepre ehwe na wo didwa no wo nya se wa tena baby na wo di wudwa na wo bia ba baby sa se eyesei na wankasa wo nipa ni tuaka amoaju sika boko enti efa baby no ye kura no ye ho atoye kodwom ne kodidwa no ena afei e-levy asem na aba no ene ye ankasa ye ntiase ye wo akiri ebemma wankasa nipa no ho ahaw ade anka wo befa ka na wakotwa awia kata ban ene ade no wote ho lowi fair na anka bi anka wo de beko no ne task ketwa no e bi a wutua for sa transaction na wo ye na obi mu ntiase na me made a me ntiase say budget no ankasa no e wose wo mko kenkan ma hebedwa fie ho wia wo mu break it into smaller particles amma wo mu ti dwom ni bibi o mu kan verbatim o ma ye no obi anti bi.
Thank you. Yentie kitwa bi adebrobe reportage na de my and especially maame no man na almost say nana do adi omu hwamo no ye just a minute or two na nyako de yakodwa so. If you have the video let's listen to it.
Ya ne ya ma bebre ya kura man pa se ba se dia ene amwa ya nana enso na sumi nana mi tonso ana mre hwa me ba secondary school nana se ba se dia ene no wa haya pa ya ne ya ma ya do aso nana sa wo ya se dia no wa haya mo sia na ya dia ana nana ya di sa dumai na sa ba se so tuto no mu dia e ba da ne ahwe ya ma ne kora no ne ba do so pa nana wo ya mo boy ya se ko to dwagu fam enso asumi eno na me to dia hwa me ba secondary ba se dia nana ba ne ya tu biem da nana ya to One year toy no ma me starting no ma mfie dum nie. Kodu ya na me ton e de twa me ma. Se ba na na do so obuto ne dia. Se ye ni ba bia ye kro. Enti ye san na do say. Ye ya ne kokromati. Aso ba ne ma no. Enti ye san no. Ofo ni na si fom no amoye. E de sa dia. Pulo no anu na me ko. If you say me ba ye disabu me ba ye alefo. Ana me ton na me twa me bay. Na amre. E de juma ana me ko ye. Am da me ba. Enti me stand na do say me sra no. Ofo ni na si fom no amoye. Na sa bo sia no ko jam ni ton ko bi. Am da me bay. Me ba tu nya she wada dem. Na sa able me ye den. To me stand na do. And chiwe ya na me towo. And chiwe ana me to de hwa me ma. Me ma ya nsia. Na do ka so obubu eto ya. Akwan be na me fa so ran kura nsia. Se kro no o. Kro no na ya bebo. Ani adwama mo ya na ya bebo ya sila no. Yes, sila na do say o fa na sifam. Na to yi wa muaye. Na muaye yo. Wa muaye na wa bubu to ya wu. Ya ni anwanu ko be pa na be fa so ni e ma didi. Arade muaye yo na ne. Yes, wo na yes na yes now. We are mabawate. Nana we are mabo chiwie. And chiwie ya na mde remember. And chiwie yo. And chiwie ya na mde remember na buaya.
Sa area haya so na just ended the election mutuma MPP boom no kwabre.
86,000.
Eho.
We mum under mampon.
We
mampon. We omo chirifaso we chirifaso to boot.
Okay.
Mampon chirifaso.
Etiama se kwabre fo no susu ma we
kwabre fo no susu.
Etiwe we dey call visitor ya. Omo mpese be omo
local fo ni ade ade.
Onko
na me ne bus akese fo na wa me pese be bo bi bus bi di bus akese de kokuma ase ne nkran eba no. Okay, ne bra na.
Yeah.
Aso ka chem ne se onu twi ka akese ne bi kuma ase akra. Na instead say ombetua 150 pesos no. Odu anu ama no 1 cedi. Na wono so age ahye wo. On 50 pesos so nti take it
and even take it no cry no. Unima there.
Ya wi aban.
Aban no research this year showed say out of the entire amount no abanya 64 million. Almost 40 to 80% e concrofoboto. 40 to 80%. The government gets almost about just 20%. And no cry is 64 million. And with this thing I'm introduce now, a talk a crabby bed, government is going to rake in with this 1.75, almost 200 billion.
Yes.
Yenkodwom na yenton ade papa enfama mo assortment limited na akọ Switzerland abrochi memo akọfa nkwada aduane aba no na sedi amafo atie gu aduane ne so awon mo to no nyasam ketwa fi se ne yakwasi broni ba gina ho na abibini ba gina ho a ye hu mu nsoso ya kwada na ne nantu abose yie eye aduane papa ene ode ma ne badie eye hero baby food na mekanfo ade ama wo aduane ba akọ eno no aduane ba akọ a yesu omega 3 ene omega 6 ade agumu ya ye nkwada nko asiria de aba obatan ye de wuhia ye nsuo keke ya ye nkwada nko afuju zade aba ya vitamin C ewomu enti wo batan wo ba ne se ne kon no aduane bia kwone ko yusu hero baby food na fama no o 6 months akra o here rice pudding anasa banana peach pudding ni bi de papa baby awo bia supermarket wo ho a me say hero baby food de bi wo ho baby awo no momodi asa wo be friend number we amame 0501 150912 wone womo emonkomo afi grace gift eba na mede to aso enka tete enim senka ja wo kware akokora buffet serve yourself wo shiri tena so a shepo so flag wo bone papa na ja wa sori ko baabi enne ye kware mrante asoso abaye buffet eno so ne san enti me kanfo amanse be ma wo ya brante ne wo se wo gina wo na so na dura na dwa wakwati matakala wu asini trate kotoko wo kofa de wo famo ka ho ne ko na Dr. Grace Buodu yani ayentin wo ho se namu ya de anaso wo ba o de poetete wo e ma na dwebia wo kunu so mu a na why wa no ba saa se butet watie wo so mpese be ma ne beba ho de ahwe yie na ma na o ma ha mu tente se de o tete kreto aseton no wan hwe yi o beji ukura boso fi se style no o de beku no kwana kwaje du papa vagina steam no ye ne ayenti no aje ba mo de aso be siesie mu hu yie na be che saa a face stroke anase diabetes typhoid fever dia eye Dr. Grace Boadu na mekanfo no dia ma wo ma wo ya de ankasa mekanfo ma se ne wa bie branches miensa e wo Ghana ha e hono so te kama ne hono mo fe wuduru wana wo environment no a na wo yare no just 50% kra na adwane ko Babia wa be a female ward, male's ward, and in Quada ward, ewo. And to benya babia dami ayo, ayaresan kama. Ama won so want me at all. I just said Jimmy, I know the abatak and kindness and answer. And if fra, yeah, no so, and 15 years acro. A drew a peto, a hoyenti minsa. A chirano quata. And one sebi wo nemom ya die bia hepatitis, hypertension. Dr. Grace Board what in the type. Edimon. Momodia so be first number C. Nane na bon komo anopay 0246 518003 0543 320030. We will Kumasi abetimi akọ Oshim School Junction. Barakese kwan no so. Ehọ na maternity ward ewo no. Afeye ebu akọ foridua. Ye benga fuel station no. Ena encry for ye new Archimota Petroleum Bungalow. Ye ne Family Life International School no. Edian mushe bra na ebeje ayaroshe ewo. Multi-credit savings and loans DMC ye druwa. Na ye business boomi. Say one must say ye keka ye humo ready for na ye meje besia. And when your friend say group loans. Now him say multi-credit. Afibia be so no mo enfie ni bi beka ho a. Wamo chadio. Enti coupon no ene se wo de sika ekọ branch bia bisa. Se wo pe coupon no ho asem na ye ma obi. Eye multi credit unya ne ba bia. Eno na wo bo se achedie kunkunfa na ye de asisi so e de amamo. Enti enei wokọ abisa coupon no ho asem. Na wonim se ada e beto akrade no achedie de gyan. Wa wo bedin kan no Toyota Corolla ene de chewo. Na fair the skaka ho wotoso mienu a Toyota Yaris miensa Hyundai i10 afei wotoso nan ya yabema pragya na dia bo business afei se wotoso enumu a wodie ya bobo ya enti enne enkrobata bia kwatwa coupon ni bi na ebeboa wo afei nyankropon ya adom a eye December bosume ne de toso en9 a graduation at toso me and Kessben University College no ye de hyehyɛ so kai say ebekɔ so continent se baabi asuku a efei ewo enti wo bia nhyɛ nso wo penkyeremu bia na abafrɛ 0501 637383 na mpanimfo abonkomo mekanfo Kessben University College amount wo pe degree anase diploma womo na mekan forma wo efise wo hyemu a wo benya internship aye achechefo ne wonipa wada age suku no e wo kontenase na ya hyede siesie ho no mama na yese kuro eti wuduru wo fro atwen be wiata na wo ba wo ko no so obesa akọ maame ho fise de wo pe bia bi wo school ho ya hyede siesie hostel facilities kama ya chesa no de ubenya ba bia da dojo ho mekanfo school papa yi dia ma ho ya bie Kumasi City Campus adiaba ya chesa no de wo ye adwuma weekend bia no ubetimi abesua de ye forms no ewo out ubetimi akọ adwum Kumasi na wakọ GB anaso obekọ kontenase ho na school ni wo na wa 0501 637383 na woni mpanimfo abo enkomo afi ultimate fashion and in the Fenjiche City ye duru wa ye be shata de papa na afi honam kasa wa abonten no na ye dem so etwa Brighton if you say so we ye shepe wa abonten so na wonam na waden de se de we ye ship mu adwuma na ye duru wo dem na se nkonwa na nkoyi a ye moda shepe na wa ye wa abonten no esiesie wo ho abonten sa siesie wo dem ka ho na ultimate furniture city no enkonwa papa de de siesie dem ene de keka ho nyina bi ewo ho mekanfo e de ama wo ye wo Wesley Methodist Kumasi adum ya kire se ho no wudru abon se runabout bi wo o man na busha panyini no obo dawuro wo yi momode a na ekwaje entadepa ne siesie wo dem free 0209 136 733 na woni mpanimfo enkasa nyankropon ya adom a mampon bebi suom no yebekọ eya afibia ne ye no ye de sedie kwose nkwada a wo mu nina anu omuni agya no afunumu ma na nya mampon bebi suom nko a yekọ enyankafie be se dunan eburu sakura eka ho nyankopon ya adom a 24th December ene ye kro mesrew eya anwa na wo anasa wo mo dia wo bia fabra na wo de wo dia ne ba ko ba na me so me di mienu ba beka ho a na doso yanko na omemu wo nhira sene ogye mesrew wo betimi akokoma se adum na wo de wo niema no akọ anasa wo betimi aba aseda Twin Towers ewo eye enkran ha na wo de wo niema no aba na bia wo pese wo ye ni ska wo betimi de afa momo line yi so eye 0245 75 95 93 0245 75 95 93 wa wo pesa wo ye ne sika no number we na fakwaye momo emfa nkohye wo bi nsem hwese din e beba no eye Kessben Foundation afei se bia wo pese e befa niema no ema wo na wo edwom waye busy a number wo befre eye 0249 874495 ene ye mon koma yenim se mo jama ne broso enhira no se de bia wo ye Omanhene
any of our social media platforms: Facebook, Kessben TV, Twitter, Kessben Media, and Kessben Media on Instagram. And you can be walking away with a prize. Radio more dash. Yes, we've got lots of prizes for you, the super fan. Internet data bundles, ions, mobile phones, and other Kessben Media souvenirs. 10 lucky winners for every week. For more information, log on to our website www.kessbenonline.com or download Kessben Online app from the Play Store or the App Store. Kessben Superfan, let's have fun.
Road construction. They would advance digitalization to adapt to new normal as modern digitalized economy. They will continue promoting science, technology, and innovation to build relevant skills. Now, Abino say, so we share the sad state of tax payment in Ghana. Ghana, by virtue of Ghana Statistical Service, we are 30.8 million. Population registered to pay taxes 2.364348. Now we are to a more corporate tax payers. Entities are 45,109. Self-employed taxpayers. Ghana Metumaka say nipa 17 million. And I'm a fan say, because I'm using this as a basis because of voters register. Ye nipa of people do some 17 million at the age of 18 and above. Obi do 18 years so to me dija. All things being equal, so na me use to. Metumaka say nipa be 16 or 15 million are self-employed. Because I buying new part of a farm over 600,000, 720. What I find is 800 approximate. 800,000. Now private sector so I find deeper. You have 2 million. So let's say about 2 million Ghanaians. And now, omuye gainfully employed, omuye jumama obi. We are talking about a whopping 50 million Ghanaians. Omo juma. Emu 54,364 ni tiato. TMU. Until I say Ghana for ye penipa. But so we don't want to accept to say we are part of the problem. We are making obiti baby while some na no the bufu fume and pay on. Because I see a theatre na you would dear you. A woman say a bino so omo brebi omo born send you musi yomo near so to me do maybe an nipebi theatre na. But the issue is, have you even made an attempt one day say, let me even pay tax? How many masons need to tax of Ghana? How many carpenters? How many seamstresses, tailors? Omo tiling, electricians. Omo empabwa. Omo empabwa kukrum. Now people are online doing business, making huge money. Obu a day to me ton niema worth 10 million, 15, 20 million online. Who taxed that person? When you ska, incomes are taxable. But when you say ska niwe no, wafani free. Obi to me to over 100 million online. Obi anjini sika. It me feel said that 11 no any transaction because our online business also a mobile money. He told you near can once a week. Obi to Tessano. Your guna coin na obi wo East Lagos your guna coin na. Obi wo so your guna coin and omni ade. On chato da because onko yashi one kind or the flight beko. Onko kaso anko yashi. Uncle Tamankoyashi, as long as that person is in the inner city enjoying the roads, no, the Uncle Tama every day betia to also not Tamakwanye. So you see, as a nation, we cannot eat our eggs and expect chickens to be brought. It's just not possible. As a nation, it is time we come to the realization, say, COVID are hitting the whole nation. But yana bimu so kan no mo ya adwene say politicians so ne ya ne omusu ne sane omu ya omu ne ma no. O sere ono hapo. Ekoya mo fa so ne ubehia no bia owura politics ma within 2-3 years wanya no say tam. Ka bia odamu ne ade. Obi nam kan wa na ne bofu. But abrabon you see in life the vanquish is always winning. And you acquire Nipano or the secret that the crowd acquire politics who are ye because of politics. Omo will see Canada no free abemubana who say, or your car on your key. You did the abem no buy the only same kojo. That is the issue. I and Nemu as a nation. Told ye, one was affected Omo with the jaw. And I'll pay his musu. But it is for the larger good or for just a few. A easy traffic. Omo calculate here. Research be on me. I think I chanced on it. About 400 million worth of petrol and a shit on tolls. Traffic now. It's not on your benny fuel. No, what they call it. No, 400 million Ghana cedis of petrol and you wasted on tolls. Any trafficking, so could chat to. Is it good? No. I'm buying research from Ministry of Transport that shows 40 to 80% of tolls are concrete. 40 to 80%. This is such a whooping charm. Even that Krabanya 64 million. So can you imagine, say 64 million here, just 20%. Think Abanya 80% Takaskasan Obenya Dia Kwamae. So the otito no was sit down you. After casa ye jumamano. Now who tiato Emma obi ye. And a year free ho. And Tiamani akosha 1.75. And who do and then Mombo be a yebi. Hey, obi send this camera crane modu and now to account him. And Tiwa will see can ye, you know, but I buy and say, or might say about 30% of Ghanaians are more Mombo no. Omu 100 Ghana and the Triania, it doesn't affect them. And to see how could send it 10,000, and you send it 10,000 to power. I'll send it 1,000. We will 17 cities. 17 cities. So 2,000, I'll try better the 2 cities. At the end of the day, I was say a buying so. Eddie or say yo. You may try to away. Ghana for me try to away. You try more tax. Now after 2 years, Nanado abai sabe be catch the Ghana for say kwan we no nanka was me yen so aho no. Honorable me Maakye.
Fire for fire.
I'll say fire for fire.
I don't say ujinaso. Ah, nyamene
bibi aboko.
One more here na hu you. Wo say na wo kan nyina no. E tete say Ghana for ho nya, ye ntimi ka se ho ye. Then say wo ho ya ana ho enti Ghana for ho ye dia.
Ye mo so ho ye pa. Mame 1 minute na me ni honorable Kanashigbe ntwetwe kombo. Honorable Kanashigbe me Maakye.
Acho me honorable.
Okay. Mr. Kenashigbe, yani I boss no.
Mr. Sumi, Dr. Shigbe.
Dr. Kenashigbe.
No problem. Good morning.
Ghana Chambers. Telcos. When we are calling you like this, I'm happy because you are trailblazers of this medium. Now 1.75 fee. 1.75 fee. Many bankers think come almost almost the income because the okay transaction on that. To acquire a point our mobile discount mudia buy. Telcos for us way.
Well, the same thing. We shall buying say Nipa OTA Sikano. Or no Obetia 1.75. Na say a year inward remittance there. Nipa no Sikano on Obetia Sikano. Inti directly Nibia, this is a consumer tax. And your friend Minewoni Betia. But yen to me, Kase ain't affected the entire industry. No, it could have effects on Abayan Kasa digitalization or COE. It could have impact on your friend is saying mobile money transactions, various financial transactions.
How?
The how no the way I implement into the buying way or clients so now said there will be engagement with various partners within the way. Into for us, as an industry, there it is how we implement this, and that's what we really need to get into. Because you see, to me, we should not implement it in such a way that cash payment be cheaper as digital payment. So we are merchant now or now. Or the digital means be more transparent. My government payment aba. No be cost more than the cash me go to home. Na me then I will obey.
Obey cash.
Inti cash no and no still a enemy. Now we a buy minister normal can said to protect the vulnerable and then financial inclusion would be take some particular decision. Inti say engage then we'll be able to look at some of the things that able making sure say a digitalization agenda now or person or through. Or person see a
cashless society no.
I know that does not suffer because it's like we use now buying person check a trotro drivers come use QR code into call QR code no how scan na scanning no more expensive and then any pan for cash into cash is so a chest are buying besides or printing a lot of cash in normal and we also know say cash no transparency and share into in engaging government, we and GRA, Ministry of Finance, I see to me, especially merchant payment, there should be one of the things that they recommend. They say it should be exempted. I see a from Uganda for any some of the other places imposing some taxes. Industry completely government now pen went to me. Many we see in terms of the implementation. Marginal returns, positive. So, buying person after we necessary buy and the volume is na from nothing buying person maybe crash it is in the house. I wish before buying the
there will be a lot of consultations.
But it did not happen. But actually,
no.
The government, we are sure, said, you bet to me with Bank of Ghana, and we'll be able to have this conversation with Bank of Ghana, so that we can ensure, say, this 1.75 conversation, in such a way, say, it will not negatively impact on
the consumer and not
and also on government and revenue, any government digitalization agenda. All
right, Dr. Kenashigbe, Anopemidasi.
Papa.
Thank you, Honorable Paul Chumberima.
Therefore,
Doma East.
Therefore,
our constituency for you show no pay. One more Edopa, so more about some woman, the other, so much Judy. And you're a nice gentleman, so I like your outfit and everything. And I'm very much fast.
Oh, I bet Canadians will be teachers. I see a kind.
Honorable, you didn't come on. Abana, a day. Near your share any more about 2 ho. About 2 hono, a be any ajabi any ye. Uti opposition almost on Mukadi on Bekagana for no Maquantia, Mumbo, tax na ebano. It's an some fee say chamene. A member Ghana for watch homo, benchmark values abana and ye, Amishada, Chemu, and Niama Bebria, Ecoso, and ne. Ye trassi, yet Timin Canina. Name on be a shed, the immediate one. Tola ye, Momo Dieno, benchmark values are, I was so kind for nomne. A good for say member near my Boakye nomne ateno. A bit more of just as our bang who piece council, so dear Homa so a minute. Mammy too.
You may say, Mammy Fan Chiakas here, and my phone with tearful in a pay, and I'm really dicker me baha. Hano effect, and any council, ocean so many and so no. Pressure now, or the man. I know a shit womb, I know a shit.
Pressure there.
Pressure now, the man, okay. It's hurt to me when you are break. I'm out.
Mr. Siampeduni.
Siampeduni.
Aye. Abo so can't phone you na.
Boss. Yo,
there was so no tell her be Baba Bibinti. Na we mo asem we a form mo cracha. Mami tio.
Enra on my minister on behalf of the president Ebe Kain Ghana a budget for the year 2022. Budget's not kind, of course, it's in the constitution. Say, I mean, we need to do that. But 2022 is a critical year. The critical year because we are coming from an era economy has come into a halt. They are all now struggling to find space. Those who were strong are now trying to find a way of how they can come back to their position. Those who were down are still trying to put their pieces together to come up. And Ghana, we are not exception. Ghana just say yenso kahubi. Ghana ya bread into sha budget nra yura ken ufurata beto ho a budget ema hotoso budget ema rehim wontimi nka se bibia be pepepe de sebe enso oman no so e wo se ehwe na e ko nkan nti yenye no kokwasa biasa ne ese de de be to no ye de beto na ya make sure say oman no yedie timamufuo nkanko esi pepepe enti ohwe no ma wabobosu ya but focus it's on building of entrepreneurial skills.
That's right.
Say yema yankasa ye mabunu ana say yentimamufuo no yetima fire ho aye uma statistics be very critical.
That's right.
Say over 30 million aye wo krom ha na nipa a little bit about 2 million penalty tax. Seven predators aminia would every month abani mu wenti no
why
de bia wo de tia de bia nkwa na obetia your companies over hundreds of thousands na or mafo as a company big company ye or big company ye now so not only a little bit about 50,000
55,109
and it's your tax na o man no ne akoye anaya buy na wo ka do ko toto abrofo ni say no me oba omo obia etia tax. That is why digitization has become one of the most important things to help us. Because every Ghanaian, to here, woko abroche na wuni, woko UK, wuni NIA, untimi nyejwa. Untimi companies.
You can't do anything.
SSN, America, untimi nyejwa. And it cuts across. So if we are not ready to position ourselves to brace up for this development, actually. Now, international actually, budget, gave a lot of opportunities for Ghanaians. You spoke about Momo tax. If you take the Momo is making over about 500 million, I think, a month or so in transactions. It's a free area. You say who benefits? until this levy can one and benefit. It's either agent or a telco. Telcos are doing fantastic. They are helping in all ways. But how much are they also putting into the economy? Maybe Amika said, a lot of things I've raised, of which I hope very soon I'll put a bill on it, how to streamline CSR job with government development. Maybe CSR, telcos are doing much. We may not know. But if we sit back, we say, telcos, agents, how much are they bringing back to the community? And exactly as you said, we have a lot of spaces. Over 30 people, of 30 million, then you pay 2 million penny tax. The rest, how are they helping the country? But Momo, every day, will be a Momo. So it's one way that the government thought, yeah, penny ye. It's kakra ha. Yamfanye, mwa omaino. Rotos. And I can. Even aside Sikana, I can one seven. Now, see, you call COP26. Emissions, we say environmental, we say. If you measure the kind of air that are within Roto area, a very, 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 very unacceptable. And therefore,
air pollution.
Pollution, exactly. Therefore, if you look at respiratory diseases
within that community,
sir, they are high. So, scrapping the Roto has a lot of benefit. And it's going to help us. It's going to free us from a lot of challenge. If we are road to Juma, Minia Papai of Asiao, if we are Neka, Eko, Kaswa, Eba, or Koba be a bit road to. They say, road to Yefu, no one hang on. It is our saying, one city crack of baby, at least Anya Bian, no one hang on. And that is what the Momo tax is for, is to help establish this digitization. Again, you start. One can you start?
You start. Say no ne 1 billion Ghana cedi are buying a year. It is. And no 11 mu no be year.
Exactly. It's one of the best and dynamic. We say thinking idea about. Nobody's talking about it. But say what you ho na papa afo aso bi nsa. No more training na no catch any say. They said yeah. So to go pay be pon no wetin ma bu na mana come up with a good proposal, bankable one. Na ya konya catch us say ene ye betimi support sika puduo se fa se oduma se. Ene that's the best he can do. Aban na dey ya catch aban professors choke na ma phone say but really and truly even private sector. Almost crown pono omo payroll to apel. COVID first. They promised people they were going to regularize their contracts as a normal contract staff. They're going permanent. As we speak, 2 years on, they've not done it. It's not because they can, but you cannot. Because looking at the economy, if you look at other companies, they laid people off. Even the other countries, but in the midst of COVID, the MPP government employed over 39,000 people, nurses. We didn't lay one person off.
The figure says 72,400 and something were employed during COVID. That is
I'm talking about the nurses. Yes.
Yeah. The total figure.
Fantastic. And if you look at all these, now the value starts now. It means it is the way to go. Because you're japping. We cannot go further. If you start, you say, people are trying to compare Maslock and you start and thinking.
And NEIP.
NEIP and all that. But you start is something that is going to be on its own. I buy a child about, I think, 1 point something million. 1 billion or so.
1 billion?
Yes.
And we chat to
at all. Donor agency, we are expecting them to also come up with something of that sort, around 1. But we are counting and we are negotiating with the banks to come up with 5 million of which they are ready. Because they say, when you buy the one of the plan a bank our bank a bank what they call bank that be idea we won't even secure and now buying a. So it's not something that you can compare to Maslock or NIP and all that. This is it's a private sector driven program, which we believe that Beko a long way to support the economy. And I feel that the learning programs that are going to come out of these you start it's an area that for me, if you ask me, we all have to focus. You have to focus. I said they are doing
because youth unemployment.
We have benchmark policies. I mean, you say started prelims. It's me, bosso.
Young Kwan no one you go so na.
Hey, any. They were pioneer. Maybe benchmark. They will share me. No.
So benchmark ne kuno.
It's very important for us to consider our people existing. Aboso kind fantastic. They are doing great jobs. Every businessman is doing a good job, and as a country, we need to find ways and means to support country, citizens be our person. However, again, how do we support? Are we going to sit and say, okay, Yama win kosa and some part deteriorating? And I said we will come to Georgia. Oh yeah, so our benchmarks are there. It is, it's a range, no mama, of which I'm Shaddai. I know because having.
I know pay or say
they're going to Georgia.
Out of the 100 products now, 100%, no, 11%. And omo eddy bench, omo value no, 89%. Value no, is still 50%.
Yes.
But the issue is, ubetime ABA 5% crap. But the items now,
you know,
but its effect.
But I don't know what I say. Even that they will still go to Georgia.
Have negotiations.
Yes, they are not. It's not a casting stone. Yeah. It's not a casting. Say, you have business for good for. I could talk for. I have a budget. Name company I present. I feel like debate about
appropriation
bill. You know, there can be revision. Who knows? But I will say they say they are going to sit with them because you may have to say that. I say, and no more how you be free so. If you am what. People also know when you create so crampoa, name wine. So what I say, and they will go back to them, sit with them, and say, "Oh, how do we go about this?" Because you have a chance here. It's 50% benchmark so now. They spoke with them. They were part of the process, and then people can be a chishra buano so no. And one understanding no. So they will not say some more call among back to them. It's a budget proposal, and yadiaba. And we are now going to review the budget proposal. Key stakeholders will be consulted. And when can actually make us here, all countries will say they are yet to meet the government because yes, but how are we going to implement it? Because we are the scan telcos for good. And a telco force we catch us say yeah, corporate tax so did that. So with this your new task, how do you want us to go about it?
Hold it there for me. I mean call Mr. Sian, I mean Mr. Sian. So Mr. Sian, I'm Akwaba. Mamin Timo, Minister budget today, a idea hiamo power buso kind, especially baby, I'm also more cram on Yama. Also, who say?
Minamidase, Maminchia, Jadifonia, Naminchia Basso kind for you na Semadruha, Biana Mikru Mohene, Utieme, and now share me baby, I will be or therefore, Nana, if I open a mouth or some years, I echo Omanhene.
Okay.
And then penny for you now, and I'll pay Mexia Omina. Edamos say, a dream may be saying, na, yeah, Sabi, and can you be in fire, no, now Maakye and say, yes, when you get cry, one, Yamrana, Yamedana, Yen Twa dream. Now you're interested in your mind, a bit me a pina cockadoo. The Bia may come and be said. Media for bombarding pa, but a Kaumaka can say, they be other politicians and Kwana Modon Betna. And German drive with the nation, when they drive with news or her, and they are off a former honor. Will be auntie. Okay. And tis a moody movie baha. You be kind, they say a papa, na your papa no. I think say, if you are seeing us a bit TB.
No, me too.
Me say, this budget ya came for a tabayano, or man consulting. Budget ya. Aba ubia ka ho asem if you akwara kwara ka ho asem tells me say o manje consultation yi ana o mo ye o madwen so ye de ya inform other organizations say the obia wo no on famra nti o de ba eno anu de wona adwen mu no say papa ananye papa no ye behwe na dia ya adwuma enna ko wie kenofrata and team no sin ana bio who say politicians omo nka no kre
hey
therefore
oh me
no,
yeah
therefore
and my men can is who say politicians omo nka no kre
omo nyina na ebi
me to sebe kakra me fa sebe to ho
ano ehye
it sounds say the American is say the who o man money say saban bi wo ho a na eduru mi bi a nyema me ensa no mo ka onye budget bia no wa ban mu a onye budget enkas me budget am ye de ho e wasem ye opposition no ba be ka say enye no so defend eye
okay
what you say ebi o mu disika enti the opposition be ka de wa ban mu no disika so ba ban mu a on to be nchen say sika mu di ye kra sika na ye sin ya sika na di aba ti dia me ka no e ho yi na me ka kire wo no
okay
what you say ebi o obeka kire say oh me di we amon odi we ma wa no afa benkum no agi we afri wachi enti no kwa na o mon kan ho ne nam
okay
so te mase and ti say politicians ebetimi aye maye hunye ma bia ni so se ne etie ne ba bia o mo kwa obi eni ho na kuma ebitu e wo man mu ha
e na benchmark values no how are they bebrem
benchmark values how are they bebrem say tax be kosoro e duties be kosoro
e wo port sisi aye ka say covid how are they ba wiase nyina no today say exempted say yen enhan bi menye bibia menye boni bia mekofa ne maba no world market prices cost through because of say factories in na covid nti no obia e face challenges nti prices can omuntimi produce prices cost through two shape or the medium maba craft freight the cost through more than the enemy expect because me can ma 20 feet container na say mitua 3200 there about then the mitua be 9000 plus just imagine so say 40 feet and cry
40 feet and 14 15 16000 dollars per container and now bra buying so yeah mid-year budget no who so the tax and getting be shame to be report or sa tax no nti nika utua 10 cities report even though say why benchmark value na free so kra na e be cost so kakra
na be shame
enti ni nyina na ya nyima getting ya hadwadifo but hadwadifo kan no to mu say aban say watimi atena ase say benchmark values no obeyi afi ho a ana wayi afi ho a wayi bi afi ho a nye ni nyina wayi bi afi ho a ye beda na ase na de eba bia nye nyina beboa ama yetimi dia den oman na timi akonanim in any case bra ban introduce paperless program report no na mo de benchmark values no ba be kan ho no ni dwadifo e kas aban say o introduce paperless program but ye duty ne man values bi wo mu a ye nti ase on be deny say nye nokore so say guta you press ya answer na better say o ma introduce benchmark values attached to the normal taxes here o justify say okay bia me the mobile phone ba we say $2 obi ba say $150 we ba say $3 we say o mo pay one o mo benchmark no say the be ya ye nyina no e be try the same you push ya no a ho kire wo ho na o mo afraid meeting upon meeting cast of state members ba mu on 2-3 occasions you share your dream you share the enye aban tie and come out the policies okay my benchmark values no 50% all friends general goods 30% vehicles da Dr. Baumia e kan sa asem no mini nipa medical pe ya anwo side auditorium ho aba mu awie onyame bo hye no mean say de ne dwadifo ye hwehwe no abaya ya maye it kamanyanti ase say policy no with a period be and now the be adwuma edrum bi obe ye fi ho
na sama manya we say 2 years
ati because politicians in Kano kra e ho na me gina no me twe me ho wasam na me kan no ho
they didn't tell you say for 2 years but we feel say na covid so a man ko be yi
na me nua anti say Ghana ha bibi e de bibia be say covid Dabi pacho what can me wa me edin
pacho ma me tell
say you can see covid nti sabe e komo de wa ye fa yen sam yenu enidi o e komo de wa je sa ba akopɛ ne didie sabe e komo de no ba no bi hu se odun sam yenu didie a obadwa adwe foforo ne de ama
Mr. Sia Jan so ma me tiawa honorable Adongo me mo ache
yeah me jo so na me tell ne wetie
now pom to say
Oduma kuma dia change that in kwem no an eda na se.
Ya do ba dia se. Ya didn't come off here. Me honorable Apreku Chumbarima Doma East wo here me wo Mr. Siao ofri aboso kan me say utie ne kasa ni bia. Budget what will be your initial comment? Dear Nabeka.
Yo sorry.
Kafra.
No kwe wo mu ni say budget na no o share akwa say aban ho kire no ana mamufo no so ho kire no echiwo na aban wa ho de chen ti mamufo ni ntino aban so no de ekwan obefa so obeme no ne hia no na ti mamufo no se beda koma ye na kom eno nkuntabu ne akohomabo na ode ba ebeda yo parliament nra
ye ntina obekasa
se na eminu na okase benchmark value no eye o share se o kra no mafri amono ne ebakrum ha ebo na o de to sa normal no wa amono no eno ene yesi ehwe so na eto wo so no ye de ma nti ekodu brebi na aban se o hwe eto yi nkofo cost o mo de brew na eto de bia na ebo no wo fom a o mo nyini se normal na okoto ene ne bo no nti o mo ma commissioner general to me say so hwe na se ebo na nipa nde ba ye no na adwemi ye na kakra o tumi ye so no ankasa no edi ye hwehwemu amono ni na no pe sa no ma ne bo no de sa bo no mum eye adwuma a ye frɛ no commissioner's valuation.
That's right.
It is our commissioner valuation yi na omo ye dwadifo e be ka se eto de bi o ma na e wo soro dodo. Nti se ka se ebri bia commissioner no nkyerɛ ebo a ye mfa entria to a na se mo ye ne se afko fa se bi mo esisi abanti no ye kura ye fa kwan papa so no ye nyina no ye pieska eboro ebo a ye koto no ma eno ne benchmark values no nti benchmark values no ye the commissioner's valuation a ye to me a o use no selectively but no instead of say a exception no abaye the norm nti omo ye se sa dia se pe kwan bi so se ne be ya yamma obia o dijuma onam kwan papa so dijuma no so no ho kire no ana o ye ne se sa dia obeti so se ne be ya ebo na o de ma on no ni sunsun so no enkofa how bebre emre o nti eno na ema omote benchmark values no so na o ja covid ba yi no 2021 akohoma ba de baba no aban ka kire se sika ayi obetimi agege free Ghana for no eye be almost 50 billion ba akoye covid nti no okobo bosia be 40 billion e de aka ho e de yempum tujuma nti na chese ye dikan ma no sa sika na enam covid nti no eni amwa no ye bo no sa akohoma no 2021 e ma ne kobo bosia 40 billion be ka Ghana for to a ogege ye 50 billion nti ne ye hwe ni mu se afiwe ya aya 2022 be 2 years after covid no na no mamu ahen han kakra wo be pe kwan a obetimi agiska na afi bosia na ye bo no ebeba fam sesi a omo ye dwidifo covid bae no obi a na otimi import 40 footer container be 10 20 ba kokora no otimi nton maninsa a sika omo kobo bosia wo omo bank omo di adwuma kora no ahye na fe nyame ayamadom na enoma mu gugu kakra no mo so mo bedi da na osase yen tum biem ewa bra o mo kura no mo kire o mo chen wo mpo de otumi be ka kire parliament say yema nko bobo 40 billion o mo so mo ko hwan ho no makoka kire say yema o musika no mfa ndida enti ebre na ye de sa asobo ne bre edwadifo no wo hwe bebi a ye wo mu sesia ne economy ni de akoduru na ne omu hia mum eye nkuranhye na nyese ebe ma omu akire omu bi eno na ama me ka se akoye se comedy opinion na eni akora na opinion no de o se on de obito osisi no me na o de obeda komo a emfa no nti aban de ono peska no onwe egedifo yi se ne omu so ebeba omu bra esi afa eni omu dwuma e call form afi etwe mu yi no a omu da hwe kwan a omu betimi apagya omu no ese e che omu nkran na omu pagya omu na nkurani omo ye adwuma no so enya adwuma honorable na ma me ne aban enya adwe.
Thank you very much, Honorable Asgadongo. A time and tea, but
yeah, it's the dynamic can say Saban yes, my any G, that I make you say a bansano, or media stations no more so kind. Look how I was so kind, look at how I was so kind, ye did the bob by a basso. Say, baby, a far fruit and one year for Sunny. Take about, see, we say, obey who be crana. Only associations, you know, and as a good at Nasi, near Giorgio. Now, a don't find a 200 yen wakacha and such a momra, my answer, ya besi table. I know the damage in one year at the abadi down. What you are saying? In any case, AGI 4 and I press it this fairly say issue. Sabai M1 no more factories no near egu. Now meet me again so I can say AGI 4 the NK hasn't come Oman to me I can because of hypocrisy. Are they? Yes, in Comoca, Oman to me and can. Break the 4 they say foreigners, Egi Jumafano. Egi for crank be my. It's money, man, we are. Ye ready for 9 year beton, foreign Nigeria Janafa, only my beton. Okay. On Saturday, Ebio, sir, on my or produce power 5 cents or $5 per megabyte. Now, all my or produce power 15 or 16 cents per megabyte. Only me no producing near ma, why didn't be for? Oh, no, dear, sir. Or my or facility. Kwaje uku borrow sika from banker which year 2 to 8%. And which year 20 to 30%. Or producing near ma. Only me no one year his will be cheaper, sir. And AGI for a whole nursing comoko. Mukacha ban say a quite be a sobema power. I generate by a full now boy I full. Sir, interest rate by a phone. One a boy a buying a bill. Him say AGI for say for the see abandoning the man and farmer or make me demand. Our capacity are much meet demand. And in yes, some rare COVID, I behave we are singing no beer, you know, and now my show be say young Kobe because how much we did say informal sector. So the informal sector and the Nikama for it will be a baby, but no per cheap money, a one offer. And it's true. Yet, my baby, but no per sicadia buomana, informal sector, no ba, no bediscano, or the buomano. But the woman say, which are touch a matotria. We now you. And now you can. How much you can say, almost percentage I know a year free, almost 32 or 30 compared 32 items.
What 40?
11%.
Okay.
Out of the.
But the only way from Mahoney say, send me cash papers here. Mesha Shetu. Metompa bois, Metodiane. And say, me Cotodiane and I'm got a shed. Now, Nebo on a costra. Spare person, Meton cheap.
Would the betum?
Betum. It will you 5% cry feels with the best mobile natural so duty cost not only
5% no me say me use our some me dey
come 20 yeah e cry near money e ton near man obia ye consumer what you say and he say me wait me got mobile phone na say mobile phone ni bo 10 cedis na 15 cedis ah me near no metu bi near man say meet me meet next time meet me got mobile phone I don't think they can say abaya get good consultation budget way aban one good consultation and you are
you see Mr. Sinasimo okay boils out to the facts
sorry
on one like I said when Aban was talking about the benchmark this thing, they brought their submissions on one account was Aban listened to them whatever it is and I only GR report akasa I don't say it's a proposal. Maybe maybe AGI is a mother body, Guta is a mother body. They may have consulted all of them, but maybe individual. So maybe the leadership of Guta and AGI should have come down to them. Say they are more input in it near Franco. Because now, from what he is saying, there's dichotomy between them and Guta and AGI.
I buy not criticize. Oh, I buy not criticize. You say, I buy not criticize.
Oh, what is the dichotomy? So, even whatever AGI presented, I just a association of industries, and some of the issues that they raise, I am very critical. Say, this benchmarking is killing local industries. It is affecting local jobs. And as a country, we can't sit down for our local people. Say, Mr. Siam business, Engu, na Nigeria ni business, say me previasa, and conquer. Yet means nothing, yes, sir. So it is our duty as a country to say that baby I do know. If you are saying say I didn't buy you doing say it is affecting us negatively. We need to review it. And that's why we are saying say what you are saying is not out of place. We will go back to the table again. And then you can bring your input. At the end of the day, there were certain things that were said that in the course of in the course of the media, yes, it's son. Because the idea is that we want to promote local industries. We don't want to export jobs. We want to let all the jobs
one district, one factory.
Yes. And we need to do everything. Obia all tone, your friend is saying, Obia produce a more our north. Never one say, yes, Obia importer of Moaba, Yatiswaman. We can't continue like that. And for us, say, you're being never one. And one thing I can say, would you, bra? A proposal and but you will say protect your idea. And you're interested a bit. Yeah, you said it right. Say, I'm produce no, one beton, one beton. I'm to market ben aeto, a Ghana market. No. So if the Ghana market is not Yanya conducive, Akona Ghana fan to I'm almost Antoine. How would our business, even local business, now protect the crime? So it is important. Say, send your worker. Let's go back to the drawing table. But whatever Abai was doing, that was to ensure, say, local industries are protected. Your man and can rice producers. Then they see it. They come complaining, baby, and they import more and everything. But now we want to protect what we have, and it's not a problem. And you know, my Bible says, there are key people. There are people that will continue to work with them. They are the people who are the engine of the economy. Somehow, some way. You know, we will not neglect them. The government will not neglect them.
Okay.
What I say.
That's the assurance, Mami Kwame Dane. I mean, till final word. Final word.
The American, they say, oh, final word. Odia Quada, echo. Fu na de jaswa na body eswa no
now say you gina wonyina na se
ye be hwe no wan hwe na next time ofre na onko fu mu ni biem the politicians hunu say yen ye gu from ho no sabio say ni pani bebre nya opportunities do mo nya opportunities na ka maybe ye be ye niam akese more than be ade omo ye no nti mo mu ye ni mutia wo from ho
be da say me da na me ho abasesia
afia no hia se ya
Opoku ansa. O friend OP ka obejo so.
Sana mpeno.
Me te won ka che.
Me show minua. Eja mo bank ran mu ma me hunu bibia na.
Say na me producer na me di bibia ja.
Oh, jaja na de me bo bi echi. Me minua ba so wa ha che yese.
Ai, unua ba ko so. Ai, nya sam ke to akra. Kwofo. Bibia da de. Ma me ntie wo de wo yam rase bedwa fie nti we de da mo anim. Mo na mo kwa akotena se akodwene sa ne ma we ho. Minim said they are mo party, you will be shipping line. And NDC for so sign our can. Asema beto we.
Didn't kai ma mencha yahwefo ne etiefo nyina. Na menkan tuja for the first I said. In primpre etik Ghana has you know. There has not been any proposal from anybody say we should legalize gay and also lesbian marriages. No, nothing of that sort has come. Na menyini say bibis habit mi aba because o shemra and also o yemra o yema nipa. Na nipa dodo na akwa yema wo no. Omo no omumbu enyi de okoye no so a then it's assumed said the o nyina no cost 90. And you know it must be set on record say obia ma be entu just say o yesremu sa gay ne lesbian ne nkomo ay kokosu nka monyi ntumu bibisa ma beto dwa.
Okay.
Dia beto dwa ne say Sam George and a reverend and a MPs kakrebi almost na sentem nkofo offices bi ne abebi office kakra ne ayese enti no yɛpɛ sɛ yɛhyɛ na yɛde ɛbra the promotion of such practices no ɛwɔ Ghana. Na ɛno na wɔn de private member bill ɛde ba ɛbɛto parliament. Ɛnti na nsɛn o ti yɛsi o yɛkɔto aba yɛbɛhwɛ deɛ MP biara bɛto aba na akɔ. Si yɛhyɛ mmara ɛnyɛ abatoɔ. Nti sɛnsɛn nea yɛkɔto minister so aba yɛto yes or no ne saa nneɛma no. Anaasɛ yɛ ma obiara ma ne nsa so sɛ ogyi tum anaasɛ onyi ntum. We take it line by line. Na Ghana no, for a very long time, not private member bill, no, because one of the components are, private member bill, I was trying to say, bill I would ever to parliament, any financial burden to government. So the financial burden to government, then it has to come from the Attorney General's department through cabinet. It is executive that proposes, because at the legislative level, we don't control budget. It's the executive that controls budget. And in Koma, all of a sudden people think say Amanfoɔ are not expressing themselves on this matter, and as we be. For me say there's a single MP what Ghana obetimi aka say adeɛ no obegya tum anaso onyin tum, because that is not what is on the table. Hasn't been any attempt by any group and any members of parliament to try and legitimize gay and lesbian in Ghana. It is just the promoting of it. And as Sam George, any union kakrebi say, yen shemra se beya, ubia antimi, eti seni nkaya betina machin, na me bekaso when you pay the mechia gay ni lesbian fo nyina matumra according to bill for fra at the parliament. So that for me is what the whole discussion is centered on. And one mama some punitive measures say so obibusa amra ne so I was here didn't go to prison. Who didn't go to prison? Sikasem sabi obi prisoner or that prison no asudie da ban so say obema na aduane edi. Enti no it means that you are now committing the executive.
So there's going to be a
financial burden on the state. So it means that then now the whole proposal must go through the Attorney General's department for them to look at the bill line by line. Because you see, there's a strong chapter in our constitution, chapter 5, that talks about fundamental human rights of people.
Okay.
And you see, I'm not so happy say madam for be a gay and a lesbian. But we also must realize right from infancy, these people have lived with us. How do we also protect them? That for me should be one of the concerns. And because I say sorry, those things we should find a way of suppressing it. But there's no way obi be to just enji gay ni lesbian to mo me ya wan metia say no na me de me sa ko sha say my jatum it won't happen. But whilst doing that no, we also must appreciate say obi aye nipa. Bible say for all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. And until na Jesus Christ babe wuje obi ankwa no.
Preach on.
And say obi ya de na officer ye bonia. We need to find a nice way of handling it. Even omo ekun nipa kra no, we have a nicer way of handling them. A law say you need to prove beyond reasonable doubt. Say ampa say we did bonnet and as we kum nipa. So we all should be measured how we approach this matter. Like I've said, there's no way I'll accept it because my constituency I'm free. No, I'm a representative of the people. About 95% of my people are Christians and traditionalists. And one more voice, is what I should be speaking in Parliament. But whilst doing that, we also must make sure say any constitution to be almost any constitution embobra. So yenya botre enya fe na yesi o ye be hwe de amanfo beto abana ko ye be hwe de we be 2 years because aba ye law ye 2 years or no na yakoka say ebia. What is important is Ghana is a sovereign state. The people of Ghana, for that matter, for religious leaders, obia chere na adwene se saa de we nya de on besoso. There's been an attempt to pass a legislation a bit me suppress the promotion of such practices. And also no ye behwe ne make sure say ene ye mra pon no ye dia ye be jatu say be ya sa emma. Ene me hu bia cartoon bia you say even the new Superman ebeba no.
Yeah, it's on
yes.
I put it on TV.
Yes. The new Superman obeba no.
Maybe throw and no crack.
And you see we no cry there small. Say monitor and sometimes you know share na say Netflix na se phone na virtually all the movies that get attention, you know.
It has that.
Yes, it has that in it.
I'm
telling you.
Oko
YouTube. Now show Nema randomly.
Now
outside series be brave.
Bema.
So there's a deliberate promotion of the practice, not in Ghana. But we are saying a similar world. I mean, Obia ye di ope, yeti ye it me movie about US courtesy internet. So that's here. And you know, whilst discussing all of this, how do we even stop that? And I pay my laptop, the iPad, my phone, and I'm putting certain checks on it just to ensure there are certain websites are on to me. First, I mean, but at the point, I realize every day, I mean, request. He wants to visit this site. He wants to do this. But I know, I've put in all those checks in there because of cartoon. Because in Kuala and one say cartoons now.
Okay. To the mama crying, papa, wouldn't say or
cartoons. But then there's a subtle way of promoting it. So you see, it is not just about passing a law in Ghana's parliament, but it's about the religious leaders standing up to the occasion. I was here, we should find a way. I sorry them. We should find a way of preaching about it. Oko Mosca, we should find a way of preaching about it. Yeah, there are a lot of the laws on a year. Adani Imra. Nothing is being done about it. Tube Shemrano, but Nipano, Omu Wosika, they have influence, they have power. Omo yes are gay lesbian. So if how do you say you can stay in Ghana without watching Netflix or without watching YouTube or without visiting the internet, going on Facebook, going on Twitter?
And I'm saying Facebook call of 6 hours.
And Instagram, TikTok, Obi. No the flag, no rainbow flag, no. You don't have control over it. You cannot stop it. So it is something that is coming, and the target is the youth. University for SS for those are the targets. And no, you cannot pass a legislation to stop it. And then we are touting ourselves as say Twitter has come to Ghana because we say our system is so liberalized, and that is why Twitter is setting up headquarters in Ghana. So we cannot be seen suppressing social media, content on social media, and people make claims to the Arabs. Yes, Oko Dubai, WhatsApp call crowd by a crown, and they've banned Facebook. FaceTime I want iPhone I build their mobile. Oh Dubai, FaceTime crying. But we cannot do same here in Ghana. Because it has been part of our practice. So, in common we should find a way of educating the young people of this country on the practices. So you see, and that is why for me we should be moving away from the religious argument and even go into scientific argument. One more year, yes, gay. The rate at which Yaria is spreading amongst them is very, very high. And that is what we should be telling the youth. Medically. So we should get medical doctors. Kessben, they will be educating the public on the effect of gayism, on the effect of lesbianism, even on their health. That is how you suppress it. It is not because the reality is that nipa there, especially Mebunu. Wakasi adie we de men ko ho Opesu okono kososhe no hunu de ntia. Yesi menko ho. So once ye ka se menko ho no, oh, ade we okọ ho a, ne nsunsu so de bebre unie. We should fight. There are cases. I've seen people who have sat on televisions and say, and then you know, ombo pampers. Because when you engage in that practice, there's a year to me stop going. Say, instead of say to me control, say to me because I never got toilet crowd. Na your neighbor. And that is how people are going through. That is a challenge that people are going through. So we find a medical way of explaining to them, say, this is what is going on. And you see, most of these things are happening. If you listen to Omo Ako prison Aba, Mema Ako prison Aba, one catch you say, it is a random, it is a practice, a course, a fool, yes, I didn't get chill to by force. Oh, we are foul to. Obi afauto or your penny or wa fauto na ina bind to onya baby afamfa e bia wonya bibi kra shikakra ntino onya baby amfamfa no dia fauto na je say. So the education, you know, is what we should be focused on, and I am happy. And say Church of Pentecost almost see a saying
so this is the flag they use.
Yes,
it won't be say any country be flag.
Debbie.
Okay, but all say adieno. What is the rainbow? The rainbow is your friend is a promise of Nyankopon to the world. They say on say yes. So if you use rainbow, they say okra ye Christo near. Yes.
So Nyamisu on say
and that's also shops in near they were breacher. Most of almost plastic bags in Tadia. Say no my no. So this is the rainbow. Nyankopon my promise say on serious with issue view.
And the audio ja.
And
so Jan the Omon can come
home to where no Obia will say a Christian symbol.
That is a challenge that you woman. And you know, the religious leaders must not be too hard on parliamentarians because that's not where the focus is. We can pass the law, but Senya Makano, Ghana's parliament cannot stop Facebook from operating in Ghana. I mean, it's going to be a serious international year. We cannot stop Instagram. We cannot stop Twitter. We cannot stop Snapchat. And then, I'm virtually on every social media platform. Once you open TikTok, or streaming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you will get somebody promoting gayism and lesbianism. And today, there are Ghanaians, they don't even shy away from it. Who call Facebook? But maybe UK. They have a Facebook account that promotes gay, lesbianism.
Yeah.
Oma warrior on Tifia, on to me your party.
You're sending their pictures
on to me your party. And the kind of followers are on social media. No, you have no idea. Such people, you cannot stop them with the legislation. So how are we promoting? So you see, while they are looking at setting up offices in Ghana, no, we should also set up offices to educate the people on the effect of such practices on us. I mean, one and call woman. No mako adopt a colabini say obia baby be ye betu akwala ni din. Na one and call woman who metu akwala ni din. Why and call Emma who metu akwala ni din. So you see, everybody is pro-life. Sanya, you speak a kind. Everybody is pro-life. But whilst doing it, no. We should be looking at the certain this thing about young to about who be a MP4 be able to acco Sanimano. Mitia. Then I become worried because now almost promote to say gay and lesbian, almost baby and almost three.
Ebimuso say Mamma MPP and this because some of the narrative and the discuss going on. I say Omanhene Yaw can say Omanhene Yaw can say Mudi no so bemupe, then we'll lose the fight.
You see, right from Rollins. I think it's only Rollins that meant Nene on this gay man. President Kufuor, there's evidence of video showing he said or against gay any lesbian. President John Evans Atamils, there's a video, there's evidence of him showing say or no, he doesn't promote gay any lesbian. President John Mahama, there's evidence of him showing say it doesn't promote President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo on wakasi under his watch no sadie no intimi mba Ghana. So the commitment at the presidential level, we have it. All presidents are Abba since 2000 that I know of. As passed the comment. Nancy and President Kufuor video also on the conservative. On the conservative. Nancy Otiopana or buy or an interview. No, so a power buy and walk of Falco Brand and say, oh, yeah, no. That's not genuine. I mean, that's what is happening. So what I say. So that we have it. Oko yeah, and Ghana. Mun you fisu na nya nkwala ni hu ana mo flag ni.
Pese mo hwa ade wa ade mu. Me pese mo be ye free so.
O pese hwa ade. Okay, fato so ma me.
Obia adwen free ho. Mo hwe nkwala o mo wa ade mu.
O mo ma me nom de o mo nam.
Yes.
That's all odi kan de na sha ase.
That is the point. They cross say o mo ma me. Ne bi o makwa akofa wo mo na o mo de wo ma.
E bi kra o ma adapt wo mo so o mo ma.
That is the point. Hwe nkwala.
Okay.
Ye hwe nkwala egu ade ase. It's nipa say when you say the OPK can already in orientation and running more. Obi anya counter education and man say ade
no.
Yes.
That's only another opinion.
The only man. And omo nkola bebre ne
Okay, I get the picture.
Yes. Obi anya
say way no ma wari o na che omo mani o.
Yes. And nkola iwom omo ntibi befufuro bia we no omo ni.
Worry.
Onyina obekode ni moja bekom.
Yes.
I have mates. Me and my mates are investing now. Me mates in Niama, and they are engaged in it. Your school na.
Remember, no so mo musubanyi. Psychologically, me share mami ni o mujina hoya. As if some pharmacy monko. As if some pharmacy monko, we can look after ourselves. A man de and a man can who be a promoter.
No.
Yes. They mistreat the same catcher.
Breaking hearts.
And no,